GCSE Design Technology Core Area Environment. In this tutorial you will learn about different environmental logos and their meaning, the life cycle assessment, carbon footprint, fair trade, the 6 R's, and you will also have the opportunity to create revision flashcards. Firstly, I'm going to talk about the different logos that are used and their meanings. If you want to create flashcards, you might start by looking at the different types of logos, sketching them out or printing them out, sticking them onto your flashcard and writing what they mean. Here is an example. The Mobius loop. This means that a product can be recycled. Tidy Man logo. Products must be disposed of carefully and thoughtfully. Do not litter. The green dot means that the company has made a contribution towards recycling and the environment. If you see a Mobius loop with PET on it, this means it's been made from recycled plastics. You can often get products made from recycled plastics, even Polartec fleece, a type of fabric. If you see this logo, this means that glass needs to be disposed of properly, normally in a bottle bank. Lastly on this slide, waste electricals. Electrical items need to be disposed of carefully, normally at a separate place at the tip. The NAPM Recycle approved means that a minimum of 50% of the product has been made from genuine waste paper, board or fibre. This is the compostable logo. It means that products have to be certified to be industrially compostable and may bear the seedling logo. They might be made from bioplastics. Compostable means that they will wear away over time and will not stay in landfill. The FSC logo means that the Forest Stewardship Council FSC logo identifies that a product which contains wood from well-managed forests. This logo, Confidence in Textiles, shows that no harmful chemicals or bleaches have been used in the production of the textiles product. The EU Eco-label means that a product is environmentally friendly from cradle to grave. That means that it's considered how it is made from the very start of production from raw materials to when it is disposed of and goes to landfill or recycling. Safety logos. BSI, this is the British Standards Institute. This is sometimes known as the KITE mark. It means that the product has been tested against British standards. CE, this means that a product has been tested against European standards. BAB approved means that the product's been tested for electrical faults. This logo means that it's not suitable for 0 to 3 years. Lastly, the lion mark means it's been checked for toy safety. In the next section, we're going to look at life cycle assessments. We're going to incorporate carbon footprint and fair trade. If you are doing flashcards, you might want to start a new flashcard looking at a life cycle assessment. Fair trade. Fair trade is where people are working under fair trade, means that they get a fair price for the products that they are creating. For example, if they are cotton pickers and farm cotton, they get a fair price for that. But it doesn't just mean fair wages. It also gives other benefits to the community, such as access to water, education, medicine, and improved working conditions. The life cycle assessment. You may be asked to do a life cycle assessment on a number of different products. For the purpose of this tutorial, I will do it on a cotton t-shirt. If you would like to try this yourself, pause the video and have a go now before we go through the answers. The task is to create a life cycle assessment for a cotton t-shirt, evaluating how each stage affects the environment. Materials. Raw materials. Cotton is grown using pesticides that can harm wildlife. Although it's a natural fibre and considered good to the environment, organic cotton would be better. Production. They use machines to make the fibre, which releases pollutants. They may dye the fabric, which is released into the water. Fossil fuels are used to transport materials to the factory, and the product is transported to shops, which uses carbon emissions. Marketing and sales. Packaging is used, which can affect the environment. Plastic does not biodegrade, and fast fashion means that people are buying more and more when it's not necessary. Use. The products are washed and dried when you take them home. This uses high temperatures and electricity in tumble dryers and washing machines. Disposal. Landfill is increased when textile products are thrown away, and they take a long time to biodegrade. Considering how a product is disposed of can reduce its environmental impact. Here we're going to look at economy relating to environmental issues. A linear economy is where we take a product, make it, use it and waste or dispose of it, and it goes no further. We're aiming for an environmentally friendly option of a circular economy. A circular economy is where we take a product and then we make it, we use it, we might return it, reuse it again, repair it, recycle it, pass it on to somebody else, but it does not get wasted or disposed of. It gets used multiple times, reducing the environmental impact. The next section is looking at the 6 R's. If you want to create a flashcard, write down the 6 R's and what each one means. The 6 R's. Rethink. Rethink about what you could do differently. For example, if you are designing a product, what could you do to make it more environmentally friendly? Using different materials, maybe not dyeing the product. Refuse. Are there materials that you could choose not to use? Something you could refuse to use? For example, synthetic materials that come from oil and coal, which have a bigger impact on the environment. Reduce. Can you reduce the amount you use, or reduce the amount of packaging that is required? Reuse. Can something be reused or repurposed for another product? Recycle. Have you used recycled materials, or can the product be recycled when finished with? Repair. Is it possible to mend anything so that it can prevent it from going to landfill? Here are some key words. They may refer to renewable and non-renewable, but they may also use these words, finite and non-finite materials. Finite materials are non-renewable, such as fossil fuels. Non-finite, these are renewable resources. Those include those that are unlikely to be exhausted or those that can be replaced faster, e.g. those that are more sustainable, like wood and timber. Carbon footprint. A carbon footprint. This measures at each stage of everybody's life how much energy is needed and produced that releases carbon dioxide. The carbon footprint is the calculation of the carbon dioxide produced throughout the product's life. This will be different for every product and every person. Lastly, in order to summarise your learning and to test your learning in the future, it is worth to come up with some environment questions. Here are some shown to start you off. Thank you for listening.